Hey folks, this is Tom Bryant with Top Notch Hearing, and in today's video I want to talk about why we created Top Notch Hearing. But before I do, if you have a hearing loss and if you can get a copy of your hearing test results, then go to talkabouthearing.com. There should be a link in the description below. That's going to take you to a calendar where you can set up an appointment to get online and do a video chat with me. We'll use either Skype or FaceTime or something like that. And in that call, we're going to go over your hearing test results. We're going to lay out all the options that are available to you. I'll give you an idea of what degree of benefit or help you can expect from each technology level, and we'll go over the pricing, and then we'll answer any other questions that you may have. So that's talkabouthearing.com, or click on the link below. So why did we create Top Notch Hearing? Now, historically, there have been two major problems in the hearing aid industry that have really held it back and prevented it from being as big as it could have been. And you know, the first problem is the cost of the hearing aids, and the second one is the poor performance in background noise. And so what we've tried to do was to create a company that offered great solutions that answered those two major problems that have been holding the industry back. Now, I want to talk about the second problem first, the problem of poor performance in noisy environments. Listen, everybody has difficulty when there's a lot of background noise, but for people with hearing loss, it's almost impossible. And it's not that they can't hear, it's that, you know, no matter how hard they try, they just can't quite understand what people are saying in those types of environments. And the solution to this problem has been around for, or has been available for the last few years, and it wasn't anything that we did. It was the result of the hearing aid industry's 20+ years of research and development, trial and error, gradual, step-by-step improvements, to the point that in 2016 this new generation of hearing aids came out, and it just blew everybody's hair back, because suddenly we realized, oh my gosh, we've got a great solution to most people's #1 complaint. Now, let me qualify that last statement. Yes, everybody's #1 complaint is hearing in those loud, crowded, noisy rooms. And yes, we do have a great solution for most people. But there's always exceptions, and the chances, the greater your hearing loss is, the greater the chances are that you're going to be one of those exceptions. When you consider the entire universe of people who have hearing loss, we categorize those people according to the severity of their hearing loss. And so we break it down from mild degrees of loss to moderate to severe to profound. And over 80% of the people out there within that hearing impaired universe, 80% of those people are going to fall into the mild to moderate categories. And whatever the remaining numbers are, they're going to make up the severe to profound categories. And for those people with the severe to profound hearing losses, those people really should go to a local provider, because they're going to run into some issues that just require hands-on, physically in the same room types of service that we just can't provide over the internet. But for that 80+% that make up the mild to moderate categories, that's where we shine. That's the market segment that we focus on. That's our target demographic, and that's where we get our best results. And that's why I say that we have a great solution for most of you. Now, let's talk about fixing that first problem, the high cost of hearing aids. Nationwide, the average price for a single hearing aid is almost $2,000, and that's for one hearing aid. Most people need two, so what we're talking about is almost $4,000 for a set of hearing aids, and that usually equates to a third-tier technology in the traditional business model. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that third-tier technology. What I'm saying is that there is a very noticeable improvement when you go from third-tier technology to second-tier technology, and from second-tier technology to top-notch performance. It hasn't always been like that. It wasn't that long ago that I usually recommended that third-tier technology, and the reason for it was that there wasn't a big difference, performance difference, when it came to hearing and noise between third-tier technology and top-notch technology. I mean, you know, there was some, but there was a huge difference in price. It could easily cost twice as, or maybe even more, to go from third-tier technology to top-tier technology. So what we've done is figure out a way to provide the very best hearing and noise option and offer it to you at a price that's acceptable for most people. You know, the way we did it was by taking this new but mostly unused technology that some of the hearing aid manufacturers had recently developed, and we repurposed it in such a way that it allowed us to provide service to people from all around the country. This new technology was created to help local providers like me to provide better service to our patients after they had left the office, so that when they were at home and they were experiencing difficulty, instead of making another trip into the office, they could stay at home and we could make the adjustments while they were in the environment where the difficulty was occurring. Most providers never even offered this service to their patients, and there was two main reasons for this. You know, it does require a minimum degree of technological sophistication on your part, and no, you don't have to be an IT expert, but you do have to be able to read and precisely follow the instructions. And if you can do that, and if you can use a smartphone, you'll be fine. Plus, if you do run into issues, we're going to be here to walk you through it over the phone, so that, you know, don't worry about that. The second reason is that, you know, there's some degree of technological technophobia on the part of a lot of providers, and you combine that with the fact that they couldn't bill insurance for providing that service, so a lot of them just kind of came to the conclusion, why even bother? What we decided to do was to take that unused, ignored feature and use it to service patients from all over the country, not just the ones in our office. And that way, instead of making a lot of money off of everybody that walks into our office, we could make a little bit of money from people from all around the country. And in doing so, we'd be helping them hear better in the noisy environments where they struggle the most, and we could do it for a lot less money. What we've created is the future of the hearing aid industry. And in this new business model, everybody comes out ahead. The manufacturers come out ahead because, you know, they make a lot more money off of me than they do selling hearing aids to the insurance companies or to the big box stores. And we come out ahead because, you know, while we might not be making as much money off of every hearing aid sale, we're selling a lot more hearing aids this way. And you come out ahead because you get better hearing aids at better prices with a much more convenient service. And the best part is, you don't risk anything. If for any reason, if you don't like your hearing aids, send them back to us and we're going to refund you back 100% of your money. I mean, you can't lose with a deal like that. You know, I titled this video, Why We Created Top Notch Hearing, and I've gone over a lot of how we did it, and I've gone over a lot of why we did it. But on a personal note, you know, why did I start this? And you know, the truth is there's a lot of reasons, and some of those reasons are very noble, trying to help my fellow man, and some of them are very selfish and trying to, you know, it's a good business opportunity. I feel like I found a niche where we can, I feel like we can make a lot of money doing this. But, you know, it's always difficult when you're trying to thread that needle and try to sew together, you know, two competing desires or interests, and try to do it in such a way. So what we did is we tried to do it in such a way that we were just providing outrageous value to you and creating a lot of goodwill and offering it at such a good price that, you know, you would almost have to be an idiot to say no to it. And I'm not calling anybody an idiot. I'm just saying that was our goal, was to try to create an offer that was so good that you would almost have to be an idiot. And you know, with Top Notch Hearing, I feel like we've pretty much done that. Folks, I appreciate it. This is Tom Bryant with Top Notch Hearing. If you have a hearing loss and you can get a copy of your hearing test results, then go to talkabouthearing.com, set up an appointment. We'll have a free consultation. We'll lay out all the options that are available to you. We'll answer any questions that you may have, and that's it. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.